There comes a time in every man's life when everything seems to slow down. The applause fades, the chase for validation feels empty, and success begins to lose its taste. It's as if a void opens up, and in that silence, something deep within stirs. A sadness with no clear face, a longing that defies all logic and reason. In that moment, a man faces the ghost of his first love, not a woman, but the mother figure buried in his unconscious. Carl Jung warned us about this moment. He called it the mother complex, an invisible inheritance, a psychological framework so deeply ingrained that until we bring it to light, our entire lives become reactions to a wound we didn't even know we had. This isn't about blaming your mother. It's about realizing that the most confining prisons aren't built of iron bars, but from the internalized expectations, old archetypes, and the unspoken belief that love must be earned by becoming what she never asked for, but what you thought she wanted. From the very first breath you took, she was your entire world. Her smile was your approval, her silence your punishment. She was your first mirror, and whatever you saw in her eyes, you took as the truth of your worth. But Jung teaches us something profound. The archetype of the mother is not simply the woman who gave birth to you. It's an ancient symbol rooted deeply in the collective unconscious. It represents origin, nourishment, protection. But it also speaks of engulfment, regression, and psychological dependency if it's not integrated properly. That's where the fracture happens. When your real mother can't measure up to the impossible ideals set by this archetype, the child doesn't mourn. Instead, he adapts. He creates a version of himself designed to win her approval, to earn her love, to survive. This version of himself becomes the mask he wears, and eventually that mask becomes the man. But deep inside, that boy never goes away. He still aches, performing, compensating, and chasing women. Not for intimacy, but for repair. Not for connection, but to resurrect the mother who lives inside the wound. Jung said, what is not made conscious will be lived as fate. So the pattern repeats itself. You fall in love with women who reflect the same coldness, distance, and silence your mother once carried. You self-sabotage just when success is within reach, collapsing at the slightest feminine disapproval. Not because you're weak, but because a part of you still believes that her gaze holds the key to whether you're worthy of existing. Now here's the part most men never confront. You can't become whole until you shatter the illusion. You can't individuate, you can't truly become your own man until you break free from the psychic orbit of your mother. Jung didn't mean kill in the literal sense, he meant differentiate. Seeing her not as a goddess or a villain, but as a human being. Limited, wounded, you're not loving her.